Oh, hi. You've caught me mid-tea. That's right, I love tea. So much that every day, no matter what I'm doing, at noon, I stop and I drink tea and I eat this many sandwiches. And that's why I am returning to help judge this final tea set competition. See you there.
It's been 7 weeks since 10 potters arrived on Vancouver's Granville Island
I cannot believe I am here doing this. Like, these are the best potters in Canada. This is great.
to put their ceramic skills to the ultimate challenge.
I'm cooking here.
Hi, how are you, Natalie?
As wheels spun,
What?
they molded victories.
Wow.
Yeah, this is stunning.
It's a beautiful object.
I named him Seth Flogan.
One by one, the potters faced the kiln's heat
This exploded.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
and the judges' scrutiny.
This has just been like such an incredible experience. This is a win.
Now for Elsa, Kiefer, and Jen. Just 2 challenges remain before we decide who will be crowned Canada's best potter. Welcome to the Great Canadian Pottery Throwdown. This season's Throwdown finale features 3 potters whose impressive results under pressure set them apart from the pack.
Big deep breath, no panic.
I don't panic. I'm a Mexican.
Passionate potter Elsa started the competition with a burst of color and detail that won her the first Potter of the Week.
Whatever happens next, I'm so happy.
And while the judges continued to delight in her complex designs,
The colors and the motif. I think it's a really wonderful set.
they also noticed her comfort zone and challenged it.
You could carve these with your eyes closed, push it even further.
Okay. Yeah.
Elsa wasted no time pushing her limits with her dinner set.
It feels like an epic tale is being told.
They're spectacular sculptures that are interacting with this food.
For me, being in the finals, it's proving myself that all the choices that I made in the past, like leaving my home, leaving my country, leaving my family, it was worth it at the end.
Cracks. Big cracks.
After a nasty crack nearly sent him home in week 1, self-taught potter Kiefer decided he was the competition's obvious underdog.
I want to showcase that I'm more than just a thrower. I do want to show them that I can sculpt too.
And though Kiefer may have had a rough start,
I'm feeling a little broken inside. I don't know what I'm going to do after this.
the judges soon saw reason to celebrate him, with 2 Potter of the Week wins attributed to bold and powerful designs.
If somebody came along and told week 1 Kiefer, you're going to the finals, I'd be like, I have my doubts, but thank you. And I think that's been part of my journey here is, you know, finding a little bit of that self-confidence.
I don't know if we're on budget, on time, on anything.
It sounds like a construction site.
Can I get extra time like a construction site?
Jen has been a fierce competitor from the word go. Strong technical skills and 2 young boys rooting her on from Stonewall, Manitoba, proved to be a winning formula. And she made the most of it, piling up more wins across second challenges than any other potter.
The winner of this throwdown is Jen.
Jen!
Jen.
Well done, Jen.
You're a beast.
I have been away from home for way too long. You know, I'd left the boys, and that's a big deal. I'm in the finals, and I really got to make it worth it.
Potters, this is your final main make challenge. And you are going out with a party, a tea party. You are going to make a complete tea set with a teapot, 4 cups and saucers, sugar bowl with a lid, creamer, and a cake stand.
Ultimately, this is a functional challenge, which means that your teapot has to pour beautifully, no dribbling. Your teacup should be lovely to hold, and your lids fit nice and snug.
The only way that you can impress us more is if you outdo yourself.
You have 7.5 hours to build and refine your tea sets, and that 7.5 hours starts now! Potters get potted!
This is the finale, and I really need to do the best as I can, because this is the last main make.
The inspiration for this set is my boys, of course. I'm definitely gonna pull out all the stops, going big.
Ready to make a tea set? Weighing everything out here soon, and then I can get after it. Happy places on the wheel, lots of throwing today, so. Just want to make sure that things are functional. That's the goal. It's a functional piece.
The first thing the potters choose to throw off the wheel is the base for their teapot.
This is the most important piece.
As big pieces take longer than small ones to dry, and the clock is ticking.
Definitely have to be very cautious of moisture levels and drying times to make sure that it's at the right stage to do things.
I've got the most work I've had ahead of me since the beginning of this competition. Because there's a million little pieces and different sizes and shapes, and it's a lot to think about.
The only thing that I don't enjoy that much is making teapots, because I'm not used to. Like back home, my grandma used to make like a big coffee pot, like big coffee pot. So for me, teapots are like plain, but I'm gonna make it as beautiful as I can.
Pinkies up, people!
We're finally here, the finale.
A 12-piece tea set.
We've asked them to think about all the functionality, including things like lid fits. Design is such an integral part of functional pottery. This has an amazing little key. It hooks under this little edge, and here it locks in so that it helps with the pour.
The other thing that'll be interesting to see is how they make their spouts. If they don't cut it right or clean up the glaze properly, that's just gonna make a mess on the table. Another thing to consider about the teapots is how comfortable the handle is to use.
If they can hit all the points, we're gonna have a really tough decision.
With their teapot bases complete,
I'm making the lid to the sugar jar.
the potters move on to the accessories.
There's a lot of pieces. It's like a big model airplane, a high-stakes model airplane.
I'm pulling handles for the teapot. Right now, because I don't want to ruin my boots, I cover them. Because you don't need to be thinking about your clothes when you actually need to be thinking on the pieces. That's rule number 1.
I'm always making a mess. It's my secret, Elsa.
Elsa!
Hello, hello.
Now you have a lot of stuff to do.
Yes.
Will you be outdoing what you've shown us before?
I'm gonna just go over the top, and that is with form and the carving stuff.
Okay.
More is more, because why not?
Elsa's More is More tea set will feature an abundance of Mexican carving techniques, combined with extravagant North African handle designs pushed to their limits.
I love these elaborate Moorish handles, but then honoring my Mexican carvings to show you the things that I love the most.
You stayed true to yourself.
Exactly.
Jen has moved on to making her teacups, and she's made a lot of them.
I'm definitely gonna make this the best tea set I've ever made, for sure.
All of the potters are throwing more versions of their pieces than they've been asked to make.
Couple just-in-casers.
Because getting the perfect fit in pottery is not a perfect science.
It's the fine details that make a piece good.
As they dry, mugs can wiggle in their saucers. Spouts can warp.
Got a lot of spouts up there. I only have 2.
And lids can rattle.
This is just a rough selection that hopefully will work, but we'll see. We'll see at the end.
There's just not a lot of room to be messing around here.
It's the slightest mistake that could be the difference in deciding who is named winner of the Great Canadian Pottery Throwdown.
I'm with the Wolves right now. Jen is an absolute beast, so is Elsa. I'm happy to be alongside them. I never thought I would be, so it's very flattering.
Hello, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Can you tell us more about these gorgeous sketches and your plans?
My concept is hockey. It just goes back to my boys, their love for the game, and my husband and my love for the game.
For hockey coach Jen, tea time is hockey time, complete with icy blue colors, three-dimensional hockey stick stamps, and an ultra-functional locking lid design.
What do you find is the biggest challenge of this one?
It's the finale, right? And I thought, I love making functional work, lids fitting, pull out all the stops.
Well, we did ask you to push yourself, so.
And I am.
Excellent.
Jen, there's a whole pile of stuff here.
Leftovers.
Elsa, come and throw one of Jen's things with me. Kiefer, you in? Are you busy?
I'm good, I'm at peace.
1, 2, 3.
Beautiful.
Kiefer, it's the finale.
What's the concept that you're going with this week?
So I've moved around a lot my whole life. I was like in 3 different high schools in 4 years. My dad's work just took him around a lot. So I'm gonna do my hometown of Kenora as a teapot. We'll have Arizona theme going here, and then Seattle, Minneapolis.
We're getting your origin story.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Kiefer's Tea Party tour of past hometowns will feature intense black landscapes, colorful skies, stylized illustrations, and an unprecedented level of fine detail.
How are you feeling like you're pushing this one this week?
I'm trying to do delicate work. I decided to do some kind of light wash gradients. It'll really make it thematic, and then I'll go over and finish some drawings.
Perfect.
Love it.
As the clay pieces finally begin to dry out and harden, the potters can begin adding decorative touches. For Jen and her hockey stick stamping technique, it's a crucial moment.
When you push in and you stretch the clay, the edge that the stamp makes can kind of be pretty sharp. Sometimes the clay wants to stretch or break. This is a good idea. Why are you doing this again? Why aren't you playing it safe? This is the place to do tricky, right?
You are halfway through this challenge, friends.
What? When did that happen?
Dang.
With their tea set pieces dried to leather hard, the potters begin refining.
At the beginning of the refine, it always seems like, okay, this is manageable, and then it always kind of gets away on me. So I'm trying to be as time conscious as I can.
These pedestals are nothing to goof around with. Just make sure I'm not trimming through it.
When pressed for time, the temptation is to trim quickly, but trim too deeply, and the piece will be ruined.
We are in the part of trimming one lid only, so we cannot make mistakes.
Oh yeah, there's no room for error.
I'm gonna be attaching the spout right now. The dots is the drain. I want not to have a lot of tea coming out. It warps on you if you don't apply it correctly, so be careful.
Function is my key thing. So the spout has to pour. If it doesn't work, then there's no use for it.
And just like spouts can be tricky to handle, handles are no easier.
Why? Why am I making my life so complicated? Why?
Finishing up the teapot here. And I don't know, it's hard to get everything to dry correctly, but look at the fit on that lid.
You have 1 hour left, everyone. 1 hour left to this challenge.
Okay.
How's it going at the Elsa headquarters?
The headquarters are in panic mode. Right now, I'm in the tricky part of attaching handles and then moving to the carving. So I hope I have enough time.
I hope so too.
So hard to do pottery and your hands are shaking.
How are you feeling, Jen?
Definitely feeling the time crunch.
Feeling time crunch. Everyone is. Everyone is. You're not alone.
I'm trying to chill out. It's the Latin blood. It takes a little more time to chill out.
Final touches now.
Final minutes, final touches.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
It'll be a photo finish, I think.
I love a photo finish. It's exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're all scurrying.
Yeah.
15 minutes left, everybody. Woo. We okay?
Yes, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay.
Jen's going to the drawing room. 2 minutes, everyone. 2 minutes. Kiefer's coming in.
Let's do it bravely. The blood is boiling.
Okay, go. Time's up.
I didn't measure. Oh.
You all did incredible today.
Yay.
It was amazing to watch you work. Holy cow, what a hustle. It is now time to relax.
Studio technician Vin will now prepare the tea sets for their next crucial step, their first 24-hour firing in the kiln.
12 pieces. They all have to survive the bisque firing, but I think I pulled it off with this one.
Cake stand looks very well constructed, but the problem with cake stands is you've got a big cantilever, so could be an issue with slumping.
I tried to bring the drama into the handle, so I just hope that piece at the end looks amazing.
It also seems to have a handle that goes from something quite thick and massive up into something thin, so this could cause issues in this thicker joint. With Kiefer's, it's fairly evenly thrown.
I don't know if it's a winning tea set, but it's the one I'll be extremely proud of.
The road to the finale continues with one final second challenge designed to narrow the competition.
Potters, your last second challenge will be a spot test. Bowl trimming. Natalie, why don't you show them how it's done?
Happily. Everybody will have 3 leather hard bowls. Take a moment to get to know the bowl before you trim it because you did not make this and you want to be very familiar with the profile and the shape of the inside when you're trying to replicate that on the exterior. Place your pot onto the wheel. Start by defining the outside edge of the foot ring. Blend in that piece into the rest of the bowl. Trimming is, for me, one of my favorite stages of working with clay. How about you guys? No. So your time is coming. You'll enjoy it. Okay, start hollowing out the interior and get rid of extra thickness within that pad. I take my piece off and re-inspect it by touching and feeling. I'm gonna just remove a little bit more clay. And there you've got it. We will be judging your trimmed pieces on how uniform they are in thickness by cutting your piece in half and taking a look at the cross section.
Oh, that's
Dialed.
beautiful.
There you go. Now it's your turn.
Might be tears today.
Okay, Potters, your challenge is to evenly trim 3 bowls. Potter with the most even thickness is the winner. Keep in mind, this is the finale, so you want every edge that you can get. You have 15 minutes to trim 3 bowls, and your 15 minutes starts now.
Oh, I love trimming, it's fun.
Trimming is definitely not my favorite thing to do because I really like to be more organic and free. And trimming is very precise. I'm gonna do my best to make them triplets, but you know, they might end up just being cousins. At this point, same family would be nice.
Jen's got one done. Just letting everyone know.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Oh,
So
Allison's got one.
Oh, and
Kiefer.
They're all on their second bowls.
It's a time crunch for sure.
Kiefer just tossed that bowl on the wheel and did not feel the thickness of the base or the shape of the interior.
Because we gave them the pots, they don't know what they're trimming.
Jen, you were the most excited about this
Yeah,
challenge.
definitely.
Oh, your face was full of joy.
Yep.
It's still full of joy.
It's a final spot challenge. You feel your stomach a little bit.
Elsa, Elsa, Elsa.
Hello, hello, hello.
Bowl number 3.
I know.
You feeling the time crunch, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes time for me.
Jen is doing her final check. Oh, Elsa's doubling
Yeah,
back.
I have time. I can check.
Trim once, check twice. 1 minute left, everyone.
Okay. No panicking, no panicking.
In 1 minute, you will have no more second challenges ever. This will be your last second challenge. Oh, they grow up so fast. Elsa's taking a last spin around the wheel. Jen is too. This is it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Woo! That was fast and furious, hey? Bowl trim trauma is real.
The Potters have just completed their final second challenge, and now it's time to judge their work.
Thank you, Elsa.
There's a nice height on these feet.
Let's see the cross section. Let's look here. There we go. It's trimmed very flat on the interior, and this area gets a little bit thicker. Take a look at the next one. Okay. Got a little thin in the middle here.
Yeah.
And last but not least,
Similar to the other one, a little thick here.
good job, Elsa.
Thank you.
Okay. Decorative take on a foot, but proof is in the cutting. Ready?
No.
Perfect. The depth of the carving in here made a slightly thin wall. Ready for the next? The thickness here and here is a little more similar to each other than the other one. Last but not least,
Hopefully not, Liz.
this went a little extra thin on the base here. Good attempt.
Thank you.
Thank you, Keeper.
These are really nicely trimmed. Let's cut them open.
Why not?
Pretty even on either side of that foot ring.
Let's see how even the rest of them are. There is a bit of thinness here, but this is
Yeah.
nice and even right across. Well done on that.
And last but not least,
Excellent job capturing that curve on the bottom and reflecting it on the outside.
good job, Jen. Thank
you.
you.
Jen.
The judges will now rank the trimmed bowls from last to first to give the winning Potter a leg up in the competition.
In third place is Kiefer. In second place, Elsa. And the winner of today's challenge is Jen. Congratulations, Jen.
Thank you. Well done, everybody. Potter's dismissed.
To win 5 throwdown challenges, I can't believe it.
We never expect to have a trimming challenge, but it was exciting.
I came last. Just means I'm gonna have to go in there and just decorate my butt off. Already planning on doing it, but really gotta shred now.
After a 24-hour bisque firing, the tea sets are now ready to be decorated. The Potters will finally get to see if all 12 pieces have survived the kiln.
I'm hoping something with handles comes out of the kiln. That would be nice.
This is it. I'm gonna pull out a lot of colors and really try and show off what I can do.
This is the last opportunity for me to go out with the judges and get the title, so I'm gonna do my best to make it count.
Potters, your tea sets have had their first firing in the kiln and are ready for decorating.
You've made it this far. You know how important your surfaces are. You also know that I'm going to be looking for those clever, well-considered details.
Your tea set should flow cohesively from one piece to the next. You've had several weeks to get to know some of these glazes. Show me all your tricks.
You have 3.5 hours to decorate your tea sets, and that 3.5 hours starts now.
It survived. I was very worried with that handle. Not entirely straight, but it's bringing the drama into the tea set.
I cannot complain right now.
Any surprises?
I have a crack on the cake plate.
Oh.
I put it in the drying room like that instead of flipping it over.
Oh, instead of drying it like this.
Yeah, just gravity.
So what's our game plan?
I'm gonna put some glaze, camo that section up. Hopefully it's just a shrinking crack and it's not really a structural issue.
Okay, I will let you carry on.
Thanks.
Take care.
In order to please the judges, the Potters must push themselves further in their designs than ever before. Elsa will be accentuating her carvings with a blend of 3 different glazes.
I'm gonna be applying underglazes first, trying to bring just a little bit of color underneath to bring up the texture. Then you're gonna see the greenish, bluish effect.
I've got the gloss white on the inside. Now I'm moving on to glazing like these little embellishments on top. And I might get a little cool and do a bit of the lichen glaze. You guys have never seen me do that before.
Lichen, or crawling glazes, go on smooth, but when fired, create a crackly pattern and texture. And while Kiefer is dabbling in new textures, Jen is working on her icy inspiration.
Because it's a high textured surface, I really need to do a glaze that's gonna highlight that. And I think the clear Celadon is gonna get into all like the nooks and crannies and pool. I have bluey green underglazes. Just gonna put it on and hope for the best.
I love the colors.
Oh, thank you.
When we started, there was 10 different potters, 10 different aesthetics. Everybody was different completely. And you can tell still today, there's 3 and we're so different.
I'm keeping the pace, because I usually work like this in the last hour, and then I start panicking. So just keeping this go, go, go right now.
How's it going?
I'm shredding as fast as I can.
Your application, just visually, looks quite loose.
I think if I just get it on now, I might go back on some things where I want lines to be sharper and just clean them up with this whole thing.
Yeah.
And I also plan on wiping back some of these carving lines just so you can see them come through.
Okay, good luck, Kiefer.
Now it's time to start doing some illustrating. This is a little slip trailing device used to extrude a little slip as I make an illustration.
You have 1 hour left to this challenge, everybody. 1 hour left. Now is the time to hustle.
That's gonna be tight. I have to change some ideas around. This is the most nervous for a project I've been since the first day. There's a lot of pressure then. I think maybe I got a little too comfortable, and now the pressure's on.
Trying to think if I should put something to not drip inside.
Elsa is dipping her teapot into a clear glaze, sealing all of her colorful decoration and surfaces, while trying to prevent any from spilling over into the interior. And Jen still has a Pee-wee tournament's worth of hockey sticks to glaze.
My boys are definitely my #1 source of inspiration, and I just want them to know that when I'm making things that I'm thinking of them, and they're a big part of my life. So can't have them here with me, but I can think of them while I'm working.
Kiefer, this is a very personal piece for you.
Yeah, and I think I really got the emotion in it. I'm happy about that. I would have liked to put some more characters on there, but we have a set amount of time.
We
so
do.
I'm getting that done.
We actually have 15 minutes left.
Okay. Oh, all right.
No pressure, no pressure.
seems white.
That's the glaze.
That's the glaze.
Yes.
I still don't understand any of it, Elsa.
In ceramics, all is not what it seems. This glaze goes on white, but in the kiln will fire to a glossy clear.
5 minutes, everybody. This is your last 5 minutes in the pottery. Oh, that made me sad.
We're ready?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. Let's carry. Okay.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Doors open. Okay. There we go.
Perfect.
There.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna take these to the kiln room.
I can help you.
Jen's going in.
Thanks, buddy.
Using up every second. 3, 2, 1. Ah. And that is time.
This is definitely the most important tea set I've ever made. So hopefully it all works out.
I make my best. I show different aspects of me, so I hope that the judges can see that part.
I was very stressed with time. I had to make a few concessions, but that's out of my hands now and in the kiln god, so I'm just gonna go home and pray for the best tomorrow.
It's Judgment Day. And for Elsa, Jen, and Kiefer, the dream of being crowned winner of the Great Canadian Pottery Throwdown rests on whether their tea sets have survived the final firing. And to help judge the finale, actor, producer, writer, and special guest judge Seth Rogen has returned.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Seth. Welcome home. The band is back together.
Thank you so much. Great to be here. And I couldn't be more proud of all those who remain. I'm really excited to see what you all made.
So let's begin with Elsa.
Hello.
Elsa, are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wow, this is amazing. Wow.
Okay. So happy.
Wow. The glazing is just so pretty. It's melty and fluid, and everyone is unique, but they're all clearly of the same piece. You did the whole bottom.
As for the cups, the handle feels quite comfortable.
Yeah,
The
nice.
balance is
Yeah.
great.
They're all like the same size and everything.
The saucers you left a little
Yeah,
thicker.
these are a little heavy.
This cake stand looks beautiful. The detail of your carving and how you've highlighted it with your underglazes, so you see those lovely sharp lines, it's just gorgeous. There is a little bit of a wiggle in this lid.
There's a lot of fun that you're having with proportions. I really love the kettle. It does feel like there's a bit of weight to it. It does make me a little nervous. I maybe would have made that a little wider. Some folks might want to pour from the top.
True. Yeah.
Let's see if it pours.
Okay, moment of truth. It's a slow pour.
Yeah.
It could be some of your sieves. Holes are glazed over on the interior of the form.
Yeah.
Who wants to drink tea fast? That's not why you drink tea.
Still a wonderful set.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Big hand for Elsa, everybody.
Are you excited?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do this. Whoa.
Wow, I'm blown away here.
Yeah, it's very pretty. I love the color. I love the variation in texture. This is like so light and pretty and delicate, and the weight of it is really, really, really gorgeous. Trimmed very thin.
There's a nice satin finish to these that really evokes that sense of ice and winter and all of the hockey sticks.
And that soft, cozy, quilted nature of your stamp impression is really lovely.
I love the bottoms of these mugs, having that much surface area on the bottom and actually glazing it.
These cups and these
Yeah, they
saucers
fit.
fit together so well. I think about walking across the room or moving from one place to the next. Temporary
jostle.
style. No. So sad about the crack on the cake stand. Compression maybe could have helped, but because of that decorating technique that you used, it's a lovely stand.
Wow. It's a locking lid.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really nice. Look at that. Yeah, I mean, it locks. I'm putting faith in the process here. It's technically really impressive. It totally worked.
It's time to see how it pours.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Nice pour.
That is a beautiful pour. The sharpness of that spout edge, the comfort of that handle, and the balance of the teapot. Superb. Congratulations.
Thank you.
She shoots, she scores.
Hey, look at that.
Hello, Kiefer.
We won't make this any more
Let's
painful.
Let's have a look.
Wow.
This is stunning. This is a style that we hadn't seen you do before. That gradient wash of color with these silhouette illustrations. It works so beautifully on these forms.
And the materials, just like the contrasts and textures and the shine, it's like a real exercise in what glaze can do. It's shiny, it's tactile, it's bumpy. It shows a level of nuance that is really great.
I love the idea that these are kind of made out of metal or some other patina, but I would have loved to see some sort of color or underglaze, even just to play it safe. And for a creamer, the crawling that's on the inside there, some of the milk can get in there and sour.
Yeah.
Let's see how it pours.
Robust flow.
Robust flow. That's how my rap has been described. A little dribble.
I feel that edge, and even though there is a corner, it feels quite soft.
Why did I do that?
Yeah.
You know that sharp edge cuts the flow of water.
Didn't think it out.
But all in all, this is an amazing showing.
Thank you.
Let's have a big hand for Kiefer, everyone. Thank you so much.
There's definitely critiques on some of the application of the glaze, but honestly, I could see this one being a winner.
I'm very happy with the result, and I deliver a very strong piece.
Right now, the judges are picking the winner of the Great Canadian Pottery Throwdown. I'd love for it to be me, but at the end of the day, it's pretty hard to tell.
This was a very exciting finale. We have a lot to talk about.
Jen, Kiefer, and Elsa all have really shown us their strongest skills. I was blown away by how Jen could take something so sort of iconic as a hockey stick and turn it into such a wonderful, quilted, soft surface.
From cup to teapot, it's wonderful to see that level of attention that Jen spends with her work.
We have the unfortunate crack on the cake stand.
But a locking lid almost makes up for a crack in a way because it's so hard to do. And the pour of her teapot was literally perfect.
Kiefer has really grown throughout the whole competition. His skill allowed him to create this tea set that almost looked like it was made out of metal. Like those cups almost look like little trophies.
Really exceptional.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a fan of textured glazes. I also know how hard they are to use, and so the fact that he was able to apply it in such a nice way that was so pleasing invited like a lot of intrigue.
But we saw some glaze crawling in a few of the vessels, which isn't great on the interior of a teacup. You want it to be fully glazed. They were small things, but they were there.
Yeah.
Elsa, her positive energy, that came through in this set.
It was so eye-catching. The handle to the teapot was exciting and fun and something that is very challenging to make. If her teapot poured as good as it looked, it would be an easy conversation. There's a conundrum.
Yeah, I think it's a really tough one.
As the finalists await the judge's decision, their family and friends gather to cheer them on.
Gorgeous. That must be the Minneapolis skyline, maybe.
Yep.
Wow.
This is amazing. I'm feeling overwhelmed by all of this and also so excited for Kiefer.
He's come so far, and he's not always been the most confident. So to see him finish in the top 3, he's already won in our eyes.
Absolutely.
I couldn't be more proud of Elsa. She's introduced me to everybody as adopted family, and that's how I kind of feel about her. She's so happy and joyous to be around. I just think that she's so deserving of this.
Look what Mom did for you.
That's us. This is our barn.
We're so proud of our mom. Right, boys? Yeah. Her inspiration's her kids, so having them come out here and witness when she's in the finale is an awesome experience for her, and also hopefully inspire the boys to follow their hearts and their dream.
Look at the tea set. And all of the past potters have returned to join in on the festivities.
Oh my God. With Jen, there's that finishing that's just off the charts.
Love the color scheme here.
Well, and the detail.
Yeah. I really want to see Elsa bring it home for New Brunswick. I really do.
It's beautiful. Kiefer is somebody I really admire and look up to, and I think he's a real natural artist, and like, this is what he's meant to do.
They're all such incredible people. To see any one of them crowned is going to be a victory.
Everyone, thank you so much for being here. To our potters, it's wonderful to see your faces, and to the family and friends, thank you for coming all this way. Now is the moment that you have all been waiting for. Let us put our hands together for a very raucous and warm welcome to our 3 finalists, Jen, Elsa, and Kiefer. Kiefer, Elsa, and Jen, one of you is about to be crowned Canada's best potter. And that person will be the recipient of an amazing original piece made and created by Seth.
Yeah, I figured we'd literally crown a winner.
All right, our judges have made their decision. The winner of the very first ever Great Canadian Pottery Throwdown is... Jen.
Well done, well done.
Congrats there, sweetie. Hey, brother.
I cannot believe that I won. If my head was a snow globe, it is so shook up right now. The thoughts are all over the place. The emotions are all over the place. It's just incredible.
Well done. Jen has been consistent this whole way through. Her attention to detail and craft is impeccable.
Congratulations, it was so good. Jen, she did a few things like you couldn't do them much better. We had great ceramicists. I couldn't have been more thrilled with the level of work. But you look for who did what the best. Jen, she made a perfect teapot.
This first season of the show was so inspiring, and it's been such an honor and a pleasure to be here.
This experience has been so amazing. It's been everything to me. I tested myself, I didn't give up, and I feel like I could be somebody, right? I feel like I could do something.
The best part of this experience was those 9 potters next to me. Having this opportunity to just grab like potters from around Canada and put us together, it's been like life-changing.
Mom, I knew you were gonna win. I had my fingers and toes crossed. I was like,
way too cute.